it is the Chinchilla Notebook here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be a review on the Critter Nation Model 162 cage, which is the cage that I have, and he's kind of chewed the top of this. Let me just focus. So he's kind of chewed the top of this, but that's what the label looks like. It's the Model 162. Here are the dimensions. Midwest is the brand, Critter Nation. Anyway, so basically I just wanted to do a review on this because I've had this cage for about as long as I've had Merlin. So I would say, how old is he, 3? I think I've had it for 3 years. So pretty much I've had this cage for a while, and I know, actually I feel like I've had this cage for 4 years. I think I've had it since 2015, so it's definitely been 4 years. I just thought I would do this video for you guys just to let you know if it is worth buying or not, because let's face it, this cage, if you've ever looked at it anywhere online, it's kind of expensive. So I wanted to make an honest, proper review for you guys to tell you if it's worth all the money. So first of all, ignore the fact that there's like poop everywhere. I cleaned it this morning, but I'm in a hurry right now. I just needed to film the video and go. I quickly want to mention that if you guys want to buy this cage, and that if you decided to buy it, I'm going to be putting a link in the description box, which is my Amazon affiliate link. If you don't know what that is, basically anytime that you buy the product that I link or anything else on Amazon using that link, like through that link, then I get a small profit or a small portion of money from what you guys purchased or whatever, and it just helps me out obviously with Merlin. Same reason I put ads on Merlin's channel. It's kind of how I pay for him now and everything like that. And that's how I bought him the wheel, that's how I buy him all this new toys and whatever. Basically, that's just how it works. So if you guys decide to buy this cage, please use the link that I have put in the description box. And if you decide to buy any other products as well, use that link too. And like I said, that just helps me out. So I provided the link down there for the Critter Nation, and that should make it easier for you guys to find it if you just want to buy the cage right away. Let's just jump right into the video. Now I'm gonna say from right off the start, there are a lot more positive pros than there are cons, just because I really could not think of that many cons. This is overall a great cage, so I'll just try to share with you as much as I can. So let's first start with the pros. So the first thing is it is easy to put together. It comes in this box that's kind of like as wide as this, and it's kind of like a rectangle that's maybe about as thick as that on the door. I don't really know how to explain it. Anyway, so it comes in a box like that, and then you take all the pieces out, and you don't need screws or anything. Screws can get super complicated. All you need is to fit the pieces into one another. So pretty much you just fit the pieces together and they just click into place. Now sometimes you're going to need to use a hammer or a sledgehammer with like a rubber top on it to get the pieces to be securely in there, which I don't know if they recommend that on the rules or anything, but I recommend that because it really does make a huge difference when trying to put the cage together. But for the most part, there are no screws, nothing complicated. The instructions are super simple. Like, it's an easy cage to assemble. So especially for somebody like me who's just not good with building stuff, that's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So the second pro is that there's plenty of space for chinchillas. This is probably one of the biggest cages that you can find for chinchillas on the market, unless you make your own. And it is more than enough space for 2 or even 3 chinchillas in one cage. So even just for one, that's an amazing amount. He just randomly got scared, you know, welcome to chinchillas. There's enough room for them to be more than happy in there, so that's really nice. It's hard to find big cages because all over online they're just cages that are too small. The third thing, it is a very practical cage. Like I said, it's super simple and straightforward, and it's very practical. And you'll find in a lot of cages that they'll come with like small doors, and it's hard to get in there, hard to clean, hard to like put stuff in, reach your chinchilla, whatever. The Critter Nation makes it super simple. All you do is you just open these huge doors, and that is it. Like, it's super simple, and they come with these pans that you can take out and put back in, and you can, I put the hole back there, but you can put it over here too. Like, it's just super easy to customize however you want it to be. So definitely very practical cage, very simple. I used to have a cage where the door was just super hard to open and it was really annoying. The fourth thing is that it's easy to clean. Because the cage doors open so widely, it's just super easy to take out the pan. And whether you have bedding in a metal pan or if you have fleece like I do, whatever you have, it's just super easy, because what you can do is, if you can just block your chinchilla on the bottom level by putting a piece of tile, which I'm sure you've seen me do before, you just slip it underneath and block. I can even show you. I don't know if I can do it with one hand. Basically, you just slide the tile and it sits on there evenly, and your chinchilla can't get down and they can't get up, and that way you can clean each level separately without your chinchilla getting in the way. The fifth thing is that it's easy to DIY or situate however you want. Like, you can put ledges wherever because there's so much space. You can put ledges, you can put their water bottle, you can put their cups, or like their food cups, their wheels, anything, like toys, absolutely anywhere. It's super nice because there's a lot of space there. Even if you have like a house like that, there's just still a lot of room. It's definitely nice in that sense because you have just so much space to work with. The last pro that I'm going to tell you guys is that it's good quality and sturdy. Like, this cage is going to last you. You will not need to buy a million cages every few years, because I know chinchillas can wear down cages. Trust me, I've had cages before where the chinchillas just, not him, my previous chinchilla just chewed the bars straight off. Like, I'm telling you, chinchillas are crazy. So this is definitely a very good quality cage. Like, this is strong metal. You can't bend this very easily and like to break it. But at the same time, it's easy to put stuff on here. These bars in the back also hold this wheel, which, let me tell you, it's not the lightest. It's a pretty heavy wheel, and the bars are able to withhold that. And there's also a lot of weight on the cage. On top, I have like all those rocks in there. I have that one. It's like, it can hold quite a bit. So it's definitely a very good quality, sturdy cage. Like, they're pretty expensive. I don't know how expensive they are, but let me tell you, it's definitely worth the money. I think that they're awesome cages. So definitely the quality of the cage is outstanding. Like, I don't think you can ever find any cage that's better quality than this. At least I haven't seen any. I haven't heard of any. Like, they're awesome cages. And if you didn't know, they basically just open like this. I forgot to do like a whole overview of the cage, so maybe I should do that. Basically, there's just like 2 levels you can get. This one, if you take off the top, you can get an addition and make 3 levels, 4 levels, 5 if you want to, or you can just have 1 level. So it's just like pretty customizable. Like I said, these pop out easy, so you can just, I'm pretty sure you need to use like a hammer to get it up, but they pop in and out, so it's easy to do that. You don't need to worry about screws or anything. And they have this little thing here that they can go down. If you have 1 critter nation and you have 2 chinchillas that you want to keep in separate levels, what you can do so that you don't have to keep a tile and block it is get a pan that is supposed to, he's peeing. He just like moved. I don't even know what he's doing. We're going to document this though. I honestly have no idea what this little guy is doing. Anyway, so you can get like a pin that fits on the bottom that's just with no cutout, and then just have it separated completely. So that's another option. Anyway, this is just the review, and there's just a space. You can choose to put these on with the wheels, or you can have it resting on the ground, or you don't even need to have this, and you can just put this straight on the ground. So I don't know if that makes sense, but this is great for storage. It can be annoying if you let your chinchilla out for playtime and they constantly go underneath, but other than that, it's great for storage. I just keep his hay and his his little broom there. But yeah, that's pretty much the overview. Anyway, so now that we've talked about all the pros of the cage and like things that I just think are great about it, we're going to get into the cons, because there are a couple cons that you guys should consider. The first one is that it is it's a big cage, and it can be difficult to fit just anywhere. Like, this is huge. It's a huge cage, and it takes up quite a bit of space. I would definitely find a place where you can keep the cage that it's out of your way and it's gonna fit nicely and everything, because it's kind of a big cage. So if you have a small apartment or a small room that you're keeping it in, that could be a problem. You know, it's just, you know, the price that you gotta pay. The second con is that it can be difficult to move. And the thing is, the cage itself is not really that heavy. I mean, I by myself have moved this whole cage, empty of course, out into the lawn to be able to clean it last spring. And so it can be kind of heavy though. Here's the thing, if you want to move it, what we did is I assembled it in my garage, and then I wanted to move it up here. So I separated the levels. I took the top level off. You just like pop it out and you take the top level off. And that way it's a little bit easier, but it's still kind of big. Even just like one of these is kind of big, and it's like you need 2 people. It can be annoying to move. So that's one thing that you should also consider. I mean, it's not impossible to move, and it does make it easy because you can, you know, take the whole cage apart if you want to. So the last con is, well, the next con is that these cages are expensive. So I'm going to be real with you guys. These aren't the most affordable cages if you're looking for cheap prices. I think that you can find this for like $230 on Amazon. I bought mine on a Black Friday deal 4 years ago and it cost me $170. And let me tell you, I've never seen a deal like that again. I've been watching, haven't seen a Critter Nation that cheap. But I got it off Amazon, by the way. So, but they're usually around like $200. You can buy them used maybe, but that's usually the range, 200 and up. Maybe if you're lucky, 170 like me, but that's kind of rare. But anyway, yeah, these cages are expensive. So if you are trying to save money or you don't have a lot of money, these cages can be kind of hard to get. But in the long run, I definitely think they're worth it. So if you are saving up for anything for your chinchilla, don't save up for a wheel, save up for this cage first and then consider getting the wheel, because this cage is so big and so nice, such good quality. You'll never have to worry about, you know, them escaping from their cage. This is like literally chin proof. I've had cages where where they escaped from, where they broke the bars, where it was hard to get in. It was just not a good thing. So definitely 10 out of 10 recommend this cage. Like, I'm not just saying that, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just saying that this cage is amazing. I definitely recommend it. So yes, the price can be kind of spendy, especially if you're younger and you're saving up for everything on your own, but it's just such a good deal. That is pretty much it, you guys. My review on this Critter Nation. I don't know, Merlin, he's just, yeah, he's not happy with me. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know down below if you have a Critter Nation, what you think about it and everything like that, and if you're considering getting one, all that stuff. And I will see you in my next video.